In this video, we will start with revision exercise 5. You will find this on page 251 in the Namibian AS-Level Mathematics textbook y equals mx plus c to success. Vectors in 3 dimensions. In this part 1, I want you to do number 1, 2 and 3. You can stop the video and as soon as you are finished, you can continue the video. Let's start. Number 1. Relative to the origin O, the position vectors, position vectors of A and B are given by OA and OB, where P is a constant. I always like writing it first down for myself. So the position vectors is always from O, the origin. So it's 5i plus j plus 2k. And OB equals 2i plus 7j plus that pk. Okay, where p is a constant. Now number A. Find the value of p when the angle is 90. Now if the angle is 90 perpendicular, then I know that the scalar product of OA and OB will be equal to 0. Now let's just go from that there. I multiply, can you still remember? So it's 5 times 2 plus 1 times 7 plus 2 times p, and that's equal to 0. So 10 plus 7 plus 2p is equal to 0. So 2p, and if I take this, it's negative 17. If I divide 2, therefore, the value of p, it's negative 8.5 if the angle between them is 90 perpendicular. Let's look at number B. In the case when p is 4, so basically I'm going to now change that. Okay, so there's p. So, okay, I have my OA, that's fixed. Okay, you don't have to write it again. I just want to move up and I'm afraid you will not see it then. Okay, and then OB, it's 2i plus 7j and now plus 4k. Okay. Find the vector which has magnitude 28 and is in the same direction as AB. So I will start with this statement, in the same direction as AB. So I will first go and I will find AB. Now if I write AB in terms of position vectors, it's OB, can you remember the second one minus the first one? Okay, let's just find what is OB. So it's going to be 2i plus 7j plus 4k minus OA, it's 5i plus j plus 2k. And that will be equal to 2i plus 7j plus 4k minus 5i minus j minus 2k. Okay, so if I simplify that, it's negative 3i, 7 minus 1, 6j, and this is going to be 2k. Okay, so that is the vector AB. So now I'm going to find the magnitude of AB. So if I find, remember the magnitude, I write this bars. It's almost the principle of Pythagoras. By square theorem, and that's going to be 9 plus 36 plus 4, and that is going to be 49, which is going to be 7. So I know that this magnitude is 7. So if I want to create a unit vector, okay, so if I'm going to say a unit vector, let's just change colors again. a unit vector in the direction of AB. Then I'm just, unit vector is a magnitude of 1. So basically, I'm just going to take then 1 over this 7, and I'm going to take AB. So negative 3I plus 6J plus 2K. I can multiply it in, but I can also leave it like that. Okay, but now, so therefore, vector of magnitude 28. So remember, this is now having magnitude 1. So if I 28, I just take this 28 and I times it with that magnitude of 1. So it's actually just taking the 28, multiply 1 over 7, and negative 3I plus 6J plus 2K, and that's going to be 4 negative 3I plus 6J plus 2K. I can multiply it in, okay, or I can say, or this is negative 12I plus 24J plus 8K. Okay, so that is basically going to be, or just take note, or just 4 times the magnitude of AB. Okay, so that will be your solution. And that's how you do number 1. Let's just make space for number 2. Okay, want to move it down. Okay, let's start. Okay, still a little bit down. Okay, there it is. Number 2. Relative to the origin O, the position vectors of points A and B are this. The position vector of point D is given by this with the K, where K is a constant, and it's given that OD equals MOA plus NOB, where M and N are constants. Find the value of M, N, as well as K. Okay, let's start by first writing down everything. Okay, let's start. OA. Now, always keep to the form which they give. In the previous one, in terms of base vectors. In this, it's a column. So I'm going to keep it in that. And I'm going to write all my answers in this form now. So keep to the form. Okay. And then the position vector of OD. I think I would like if it stands even here. Okay. So let's just go OD. Oh, let me just get that. OD equals 1, 4, K. Okay. Now, let's start with the statement they gave me. They gave me this statement, OD equals MOA. Oh, it's a little bit too long, that arrow. Make it a little bit shorter. Plus NOB. Okay. So OD, I'm filling in 1, 4, K equals MOA 4, 1, negative 2 plus NOB 3, 2, negative 4. Okay. Now I'm going to form my statements. Now, okay, I think you can, okay, I'm first, before I'm going to form it, it's actually obvious, but I'm still going to do this. I'm just going to say 4M m negative 2m. I'm just multiplying it in. Can you see? So 3n, 2n, negative 4n. So now, this is a top statement, a middle statement, a bottom statement. But let's first start with the 2 on top. So it's 1 is equal to 4m plus 3n. That's equation 1. And 4 is equal to m plus 2n. That's equation 2. Okay. And now I'm going to simplify. I have 2 unknowns. So let's just see if I multiply this by negative 4. Then what am I going to get? I'm going to get negative 16 equals negative 4m minus 8n. That's still equation 2. And then 1 is equal to 4m plus 3n. Okay. That's 1. Okay. And then this is cancelling. So it's negative 15 is equal to negative 5n. I divide negative 5, I divide negative 5, so therefore the value of n will be equal to 3. Okay, I'm just doing it on the side, just so that I have, I don't like not a ruler, so that I have, so I'm just going to find m also quickly. So just take one of the statements, I'm just taking one, doesn't matter which one, sorry, got the equal. M plus 3n. And now in the place of n, I put 3. I could have even say their substitute n equals 3 in equation 1, something like that. Okay, but it's not as long as I come to the answer. Plus 9. So I'm going to have 4, okay, m equals 1 minus 9. So 4m equals negative 8. So I divide 4. So therefore, m is going to be negative 2. Okay. Now, I'm going to go with my last statement. Oh, I want to take another color there. Let's go for white. Still not white. Okay, that statement. I'm going to work with that now. So let's just move it up. So I'm going to say k is equal to negative 2m minus 4n. Now I have m and n. So I'm just going to substitute negative 2, and in the place of m, I put negative 2. In the place of n, I put 3. So k is equal to 4 minus 12, and that is negative 8. Okay, so I can end up by saying, therefore, n is 3, m is negative 2, and k is equal to negative 8. Okay, and that's how you do number 2. Let's do the final one in this video. Okay, let's just make space. Let's just move it down so that we have enough space to write again. Okay, there's my final space for number 3. Let's just clean it nice. Okay, let's start with number 3. Relative to the origin O, the position vectors of A, B, and C, there they gave it to you. Okay, I always like first writing it down. So OA is 2, 3, and 5. OB is 4, 2, and 3. And OC equals 10, 0, 6. Okay. The point D is such that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay. Now, I like to first show you that points. A parallelogram, okay, let's just, okay, I just want to use another color. Okay, so It's AB. I'm just going to name it. So it's A, B, C, D. So remember with a parallelogram, these sides are equal and parallel, equal and parallel. So just have that picture in your mind. Then find the position vector of D. Okay. I'm going to start with the statement. I'm going to start with this top because there's D, but let's first find AB. I can find the vector AB in terms of the position vectors. So it's the second one, OB, minus the first one, OA. What is OB? Keep to the form. 4, 2, 3. What is OA? 2, 3, 5. And if I simplify, 4 this is going to be 2 minus 1 minus 2. Okay. So that's going to be AB. But down, remember, DC. Okay, let's first just go and, if I'm going to find DC, also in terms of that, I just want to get another color. DC, it's now this one. Are you with me? So I was first at that one. Okay, but now I'm at DC. Let's first write DC down. It's OC, are you with me? Minus OD. Okay, but we first have to say this. We have to say, and I think I will put it here, remember, AB is equal to DC. Oh, you have that. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, if I make OD the subject of the formula, take it to the other side. Why? Because I want the negative to get away. So it's going to be OC minus DC. But I said DC is equal to AB. So it's actually going to be OC minus that AB. Okay, you with me? So then I'm just going to say, what is OC? Okay, now I'm a little bit high for that one, but you can see it there. So it's 10, 0, 6. I have AB. What is AB? 2, negative 1, negative 2. What is 10 minus 2? That's going to be 8. What is 0? It's going to be 1. And 6 plus 2, that is going to be 8. Okay, find the position vector of OD, not the coordinate. So therefore, and keep to your form, is going to be 8, 1, 8 in terms of that column vector. And that's how you do it. And that's the end of this. The next video, we will do the second part.